Hi guys, Ben here from the Ukulele Orchestra, and I am going to delight you with some of my ukulele collection. Okay, what have we got? Well, I've got tons of ukuleles. I'm just going to show you a few. So I think I'll start with this one here. Okay, and this one, I built this one. It's one of the first things I made. I started ukulele in about 2007 after watching the Ukulele Orchestra on Jules Holland, in fact. And it inspired me to buy a cheap Mahalo ukulele. And then after that I thought, well, might as well try and build one. As you do. So this was the first one I built. I built a few, ended up selling them and keeping this one purely because I made a massive mistake on this one. The little hole is not quite centre, but yeah, this one's a spruce top, birch, back and sides. Come out pretty well, I suppose. Not too bad. It did for a while. It's out of tune massively. There we go. Yeah, so that's my first one. That's my homemade Rouse special. It's pretty cool. I quite like it. When was it built? Built in 2010 I built that one. So I was just starting on my ukulele journey then, I suppose, with this one. Then moving on to probably the first sort of pro model ukulele I got was the Carla, one of the Carla Elites. This is a great ukulele, tenor size. I tend to play tenor size ukuleles, but not always. This is the solid mahogany, the Koa, one Koa TG. This one, lovely bit of Koa in there for all you ukulele nerds out there. Look at that, ooh, yum, and smells great. Always give it a good sniff. This one I have strung with the low G. Just for if I want something with a low G, basically. Yeah, it's a lovely little ukulele there. My first professional sort of ukulele, which was the Carla. Swiftly moving on to my baritone. The baritone is in fact Carla again, one of the Carla ukuleles with the spruce top. It's nice to play the baritone every now and again. Coming from a guitar perspective. Yeah, so next in my collection, my baritone is the only baritone I own, although I'd quite like a few more baritones, purely to tune them differently. This one's still tuned traditional baritone. I've got the, don't know if you can see that, the Diodario clip-on tuner inside. I tend to use the clip-on tuners, the Diodario clip-on tuners on all my ukuleles because I just love to just leave them on the top there. It's fantastic. Next, moving on to, what have we got? This monstrosity here. This is my electric ukulele. It was, in fact, it was just a cheap Clearwater I got off the internet, and then just modded it up, added new pickups there. We've got a blade pickup in there, put a new pick board on there, new bridge, new machine heads, and it's also got the Fishman triple play system, so I can make it sound anything except a ukulele, basically. Make it sound like a cello, make it sound like a guitar even, which is always a good thing sometimes. So yeah, that's my electric ukulele. Moving on to my bass ukulele. Again, it's the Carla. There's a theme running here. There's lots of purple. I'm a big fan of the colour purple. Again, the Diodario clip-on tuner. This came as a kit from Carla. They sent me the kit to build your own, and spent a few weeks putting it together, and used this on quite a few of the gigs that I did with the Ukulele Orchestra when playing the bass, covering for good old John T. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. I love it. In fact, I used to do a lot of bass depping and bass playing for different bands and things, and I always used a full-size bass. And then after having this, I decided, you know what, this is much nicer than my standard Fender P bass. So I got rid of the P bass, and now tend to, if I ever do any gigs, I tend to just use this, or the rock gigs and stuff that I very rarely do these days. But yeah, this is much better that I prefer than my standard bass. Moving on to my stage ukuleles. So what have we got? The first one I have two stage ukuleles that I take with me with the Ukulele Orchestra. First one is a custom made Sandon, Michael Sandon from Sweden. He's a great guy. I met him in Portsmouth. Weirdly, quite a few years ago, he was giving a talk on guitar building, and I turned up and had a good chat with him, and asked him to build me this custom. It's a ukulele but tuned mandolin. So I use the fifth tunings with the Ukulele Orchestra. I tune all my ukuleles in fifths, like a mandolin. That gives me that top E, so I can basically play all the lead lines. And it gives me that extra high E for getting right up there. So this one's spruce, mahogany back and sides, mahogany neck, ebony fingerboard. It's got the jumbo frets, which I love, and it's got a pretty little butterfly in there too. So that's the Sandon, again with the Diodario tuners. Now for stringing wise, if you really want to get nerdy with these things, which I know some of you do, and I love getting nerdy with these things, the strings on these are, again, the Diodario strings. Now I make these sets up myself, so I use the wound nylon for the first two, and I use the Pro Arte super ground composite core. These are lightly polished. These are lovely. I use the 27 and the 33 on there, and then I use the titanium E for my A, and then for my E string I use the 22 on that one. This one is a concert scale, which makes the classical pieces much easier to play than the tenor, but I do use the tenor as well on stage. I swap between the two, whatever mood I'm feeling in. This one's got a much brighter tone than my second stage ukulele, which is the Carla Elite. Again, this one was custom made by the wonderful people at Carla. I love this ukulele. Unfortunately, like most of my ukuleles, I tend to drop. I dropped this one, and I dropped the Sandon as well. Oh dear, I dropped my music stand on that one. But you know, it's life of a touring musician. These things are built to be played and toured, and unfortunately they do get dinged every now and again, but nevertheless it's been fixed and it's doing well. So this one again is tuned in fifths. This one's got the koa back and sides. I mean, look at that koa back and sides, that's wonderful. Purple edging on there, the spruce top, I love a spruce top on there. Again, little tuner on the top. Stringing wise on these, I used the low G fluorocarbon Diodario, and I either use the Pro Arte 020 for my top E, or I use fishing line. In fact, I use a £30 gauge fishing line. This is great stuff. Not all fishing line sounds the same, so I've experimented quite a lot with fishing line, and it works quite well for the top E on the fifths. So those are my two main touring ukuleles. And the last one I'd like to show you in my collection is my Shane Highway. Now this one again was custom built by Shane. He's in Finland. We spent many emails backwards and forths, telling him exactly what I wanted, and this is the result. Got little flower holes, got the purple flamed maple back and sides. Look at that, it's lovely stuff. Little sound hole. It's even got purple on the back, fancy tuners, and you've got my name on the front there. I mean, it's a lovely uke. This was the one I used. This is what I use if I'm doing any solo gigs. And I'll just play a little tune to send you off. I hope you're all well. Hope you're all doing the best you can, stuck at home. I'm doing well, as you can see. I'm still alive. My wife hasn't killed me yet. It's probably only a matter of time though. I'm driving her mad, but keeping well. Hope you guys are too. bye guys. Hopefully see you soon. Stay safe.